I just want to make more of this year, and that's okay too. So that's what I'm gonna do. A weekly video to just do more, to just encourage myself, to like put myself out there again. You get it? So about a year ago today, I set the ambitious goal to create one video a week, every week for a year. And I failed. I just turned 26 and I was on the tail end of this decade, which is supposed to be life-defining, and I wanted to put more intention behind every waking hour I had, and I bought a new camera and I filmed and I edited. And looking back, I think it did give me more of a reason to go to do things I wanted to do, like go to a market, and I booked a trip by myself, and I failed, but I think I failed successfully. I came out with 15 videos instead of 52, but looking back, I think the meaning behind every video was most important. I thought that the quantity would be the biggest thing, but I think when I'm 40, or even just looking back on it now, the fact that I have 15 videos that mean so much to me and I can look back on is pretty cool. It was a tough year. You know, I was going through a ton of shit, so much to be happy about and so much to be sad about. And I think that's what your 20s is about. And I think capturing it for what it is the most important thing. Like, be delusional. Have faith that things work out, but I think it's important to just feel also. And I felt a lot this year, you know. I hear a lot that in order to have the life you want, you have to lead the life you live. And I think that's what your 20s, I think that happens in your 20s, you know. This year I came face to face with one of my biggest fears, which is death. I don't think I get anxiety about social interactions or speaking in public, but I have anxieties about death, and not necessarily myself, but people around me and people I care about. And I think that's very common. And I'm not special to have that anxiety, but it came full face to me this year, and I mourned. And when you mourn, I think somebody who was like a pivotal person in your early life, you mourn as that kid. At least I did. But yeah, it was tough. But it was so great at the same time. I got to see 3 of my cousins get married. I got to visit family and find out why I am who I am. I got to be reminded that there's so much of myself to be discovered and so much out there. I got to check off a bucket list hike. Got to spend time with family and friends and go see one of my favorite comedians. I got to move apartments into an apartment with a golf sim. At the start of this, it was just to document a year in my 20s, and I think that's what I did. I'm glad I did this, even if I only made 15 videos. I'm glad I put intention to something that I wanted to do, and I want to continue doing this, making videos and creating, because I love it. I don't think I really expected my life to be a total 180. Not that I needed it to be, but I didn't expect myself to live a totally different life a year from last year. They often say you overestimate how much you can do in a year and underestimate how much you can do in 5. And I'm gonna run with that. There's still so much to learn and so much to do and so many moments to be had. So, I'll see you next time.
My pocket's snug. They can't hold my cell phone. They ban my Visa, my Amex and MasterCards. I got no money and it's all cash. I got no bags and they all collapse. I see both sides